Hi guys, welcome to Public Relations Principles, otherwise known as PUBR 243. My name is Dr. Jessica Freeman, and today's video will be a short overview of the course and overall expectations as we move through this quick 4-week class. So I want to start by talking a little bit about where I post things. If you're watching this video, you're watching it in the D2L format. So you will notice that if you move through the D2L platform, that under our course home, we have a section called Content. And Content is where I post most everything. So if you scroll into the tab for Content, you will notice there are sections for everything from the weekly PowerPoints that correspond to the chapters that you'll be reading throughout the course, as well as weekly quizzes, as well as case studies, which we'll talk more about here in a moment, and also the end of the semester project, which if you want to just take a look at it, it's already there, and we'll talk more about that as the semester progresses. So all of that is up there for you on D2L to check out, and if you have questions, please don't hesitate to contact me. I do try to keep things updated on D2L as much as possible and want to make sure that you have access to that throughout the semester because I know it moves fast. Okay, secondly, so a little bit about me. I am a native of Dallas-Fort Worth, Texas, so I'm a long way from home here in Brookings, South Dakota. I came here in August of 2016 to teach strategic communications and have been doing so ever since. I teach at both the undergraduate and graduate levels. Along with that, I have a background that I went to school for my master's at Texas Tech University. If you've ever been to Lubbock, Texas, it's very dry and very flat, but I loved it there. And then got my PhD in the Missouri School of Journalism, which is a little bit of a misnomer because the strategic communication part of the university does fall under the umbrella of the journalism school there. So I got my PhD in 2011 at University of Missouri. And I've been teaching ever since. So that's a little bit about me. I also, you'll notice if you see a little white fluff ball kind of roaming around in the background, I have a little white dog named Norton. He's mostly Maltese, and I like to say all human. And so you'll see him pop up in my PowerPoints and my lectures. He does like to make appearances from time to time. He's a little bit like my mascot. So to move on, to tell you a little bit about what is involved in this class. So this class is what we like to call a front porch class to the major, meaning that it is an overview kind of survey course to the public relations major here. And so we have people who have backgrounds both in media and people who are from all other kinds of disciplines who take this course just to find out a little bit about public relations. And so we cover some fundamental concepts through the 4-week course. And it starts with, we talk a lot about a couple of different things. Some things like basic terminology, so definitions and keywords that you need to know if you're going to speak the language of public relations. Secondly, we look at things like the key theories of public relations, so the theories that if you're going to walk away and know about this discipline that you should know if you are going to go out and speak the language of PR. And then finally, we talk a lot about the historical roots of public relations in this class. Along with that, we explore, as you'll note through the book, we explore a lot of different types of career paths through public relations and the different types of careers and work that public relations practitioners do. So you'll see that covered throughout the course in the different chapters. And you'll notice that this course does very largely correspond to the textbook, which is Sitel's textbook that you'll see here. Okay, along with that, I just want to note that I do have PowerPoints that I post along with the weekly chapters that you'll be reading. Along with that, if you look at the syllabus, which is posted under the syllabus tab, you will note that there are quizzes that correspond to each of the 4 weeks starting next week, right? We'll have our first quiz next week. So please do check the due dates on those and make sure that you have that up, because once, unfortunately, they're gone, they're gone. It's very time sensitive. Along with that, this week you will start on weekly case studies, and you'll do those individually. And what you'll do is basically you will pull up the information under the case study tab. This week's case study is case study 1, and it's going to deal with Reese's Cup Fusion. So a while back, by the way, all of these case studies are real. They are pulled from somewhere, that this is something that has actually happened. A while back, the Reese's company had a plan to release a new type of candy called Cup Fusion, which was going to be basically a big Reese's with a bunch of little baby Reese's packed in. And as you'll read about, the campaign, the new idea for this new candy, was leaked to the public early. And so the situation that you'll read about and respond to with your first case study this week has to do with the early release kind of leak of this particular campaign and how it was handled. So we'll talk about that as we move forward. Okay, along with that, I just want to direct your attention to that under the quizzes tab, you also have, as I mentioned earlier, quiz 1, which is going to be due next week. So you want to make sure that you're getting started on that. It's already open, and it'll be there for you to review, to go through. You can only take it one time, unfortunately, so make sure you do it well. But otherwise, that quiz is there for you already. You can go ahead and it will correspond to the chapters that are covered via the syllabus for the first week. Okay? So that is what I've got for you today. I just wanted to give you an overview of the course. Of course, as always, if you have any questions, please do not hesitate to contact me, to reach out via email or via phone. I will tell you this summer I will be traveling a little bit as it is summer, and I'll be in and out. However, I will have my cell phone with me wherever I go. And if I don't get back to you within 24 hours, please do not hesitate to contact me again. Sometimes things do get overlooked. But otherwise, I'm really looking forward to getting to know all of you via this course. And please let me know if there's anything I can do for you. All right, have a wonderful, wonderful week. Thanks.